Hello everybody, welcome back to Fanblade. It is still extraordinarily cold, and I have moved the bodies, as you can see, into the studio so they can sit there in the relative warmth and cure a little bit faster, and hopefully we can get to putting them together really soon. I can still smell a little bit of the polyurethane flashing off them. When that goes away, then it's a fairly good indication that they've finished hardening up, but it's not happened yet. So, what I've got for you this week is a blast from the past. Check out this thing. This thing is the second instrument that I ever tried to build. It is a multiscale 8-string guitar. It is weird, man. I learned a lot about design after I made this. In fact, I learned a lot about guitar building full stop after I had attempted to build this thing. The full story goes that I built the neck, and then I built the body, and I bought all the hardware, and then I had no idea what I was doing. So I basically shelved the project until I'd learned more about the process and more about what guitarists want, because I'm not a guitarist, I'm a bassist. And I needed to know more about the art of building an instrument like this. I had bitten off too much too soon. I tried to run before I could even stand up. So, I shelved the project, and a couple of months later, I saw an article in a local newspaper about 2 high school kids who had built themselves a multi-scale 8-string guitar. And I thought, I had a light bulb moment. I know what I'll do. I'll get these kids over, and I'll pick their brains about what a guitarist wants and what a multi-scale and how everything should fit together and all of that. And I just actually wound up giving it to them. I gave them the neck and the body and all the hardware. And they just put it together. It took them 2.5 years, and to be honest, I wasn't actually expecting to ever see it again. In fact, to be perfectly honest, I had completely forgotten about it. Until I got a very nice message from one of them this week to say, "Hey, we've put the guitar together. Do you want it?" I was like, "Yeah, of course I want it." So they came over and gave this thing to me. I gave them a gift in recompense for their time and their effort. I gave them another instrument. A finished one, not one to build. I didn't have any cash to pay them, but I would definitely prefer to have given them some money for their time and obvious expertise in putting this thing together, because it's bloody cool. Look at that thing. Excellent. Let's play it. And there you have it. It's hard to argue with those results, that just sounds good. For those that are interested, it's a Jarrah top with an ash back, and the neck is also Jarrah and ash stripes. The pickups are off an old Ibanez 8-string. I'm not sure what the orientation of the pole pieces inside those pickups are, but from the sounds of it, they must just be straight blades, because all the strings seem to be the same volume, and it just sounds good. Was plugged into a Moore amp simulator pedal. I believe this one's simulating a Friedemann amp, although don't quote me on that, because it didn't actually say anything about that particular brand name in the literature, so they're obviously covering themselves there, but it just sounds good, and then just DI'd straight into the computer with a little bit of reverb in the mix, so that's all I had to do to it. It just sounded good. Plays pretty good. I'm not used to playing it, so I'm really no judge on how it plays, but I'm pretty happy with it. Those guys have done an excellent job, so thank you Lawrence and Michael from the band The Blind Fishermen. They're kind of complex metal, so I'll put a link in the description, and if that's your kind of thing, then you can go and check them out. They're very good. Hopefully the weather improves for next week and we can get back to doing some actual projects, but don't hold your breath, because it's just the start of winter, so nobody knows really what's going to happen next. Especially not me, especially not you, especially not anybody in this day and age, but we get through as best we can, and we'll always have music. So thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for subscribing, be good to yourself and others, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.